Yo, I'm Nez. I'm up in the kitchen, dropping another impromptu recipe on y'all. Um, I'm pretty sure you can look at it and kind of figure out what we're doing here. It's after Thanksgiving. We're getting into the holiday spirit here, and everyone, after Thanksgiving, everyone always has an abundance of what? You guessed it, turkey. So basically, what I did was I had all that leftover turkey. So now I'm basically going to make turkey soup. And same way you would probably make chicken soup, except instead of chicken, I'm using turkey. And I'm using the stock from the turkey, which I already got it all up in the Gowise. I got my Gowise set right now on saute, and I'm heating up the stock. Got about 10 cups of stock there. Now when I made my stock, because I actually did a video how I made the turkey in the Gowise. I'll link that to this video so you can see how I came up with the stock. Basically, I used 2 cups of chicken stock with the with this stuff right here. I took 2 of these cubes. They say each one of these cubes makes each one of these cubes make 2 cups, but I used 2 of these cubes to make only 2 cups. So really, I should have made 4 cups of that, but I made 2 cups with it, and on the stove. And basically, I took that broth that I made and I put that 2 cups in the pot with the turkey, and I basically shoved the turkey in the pot. And it was a 20-pound turkey, 21 and some change to be exact, give or take, because I'm sure some of that was water. So I'm gonna say maybe like 18 pounds turkey, maybe 3 pounds of water. I don't know. It was a big turkey, and you see how big this pot is, and like I barely got it in. Like I had to like push down on this to get this bad boy to close, but I got it in there. So that just goes to show, if you have like a 16-pound turkey, you'll have no problem fitting that bad boy in there. Basically, that was my free turkey. So basically, I cooked that in there for an hour, and after I pulled the turkey and everything out, it left me with 12 cups of stock, which is exactly what I would use to make between 10 and 12 cups is what you would use. But I use 12 because my wife likes it a little more brothier, her soups. So, but normally I would use probably between 8 and 10 cups for a more hearty soup. But for this one, it's going to be 12 cups of broth that's in there on simmer heating up right now. And then you got your diced up carrots. You need about 1 pound bag of carrots. You can either buy the baby carrots, cut them. You could buy the little mini carrots, or you could buy the already crinkle cut carrots, which they had that in ShopRite. So I said, why not? I just went and bought the crinkle cut ones already. I took 1 whole onion, sliced that up, and I took 2 bunches of scallions. Like usually in ShopRite, they sell them by the small bunch. So it's like 2 for $3. So I bought 2 bunches and I diced them up, put that in there. You want 2 12-ounce cans of whole kernel corn. It could be sweet. It don't have to be sweet, but don't get the one with the cream in it. You just want the corn. It may have a little water in there. That's fine. Obviously, you got your leftover turkey. This right here is probably about 2 pounds of shredded white and dark meat turkey. Normally, I like my chicken. Like my chicken soup to be all white meat, but this right here, because I had an abundance of both, I figured, let's try with white and dark meat this time to see if there's a difference in flavor. But it's going to be a difference anyway, just because it's turkey. You got your bag of egg yolks. If you like a lot of noodles, use the whole bag. If you don't, use half the bag. Either way. I got my seasoning. I got my sazon here, my garlic powder. Now I'm using in the recipe, you just need depending on how salty you like it. If you don't like it too salty, just 1 tablespoon of your whatever seasoning salt you use is fine. If you like it a little more salty, then 2 tablespoons, and then of course 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. And then basically, once that heats up and starts boiling a little bit, we're gonna throw all this in the pot, like everything, all at one time. We're gonna throw it on the pot, and then we're gonna set that bad boy for 5 minutes. And like they said with the George Foreman grill, set it and forget it. And then when we finish, we come back. We're gonna have some nice turkey noodle soup. So when this starts boiling up, I'll start throwing everything in there. Let's see. We're working it right now. Okay. Okay, still heating up because this broth I had in the refrigerator, it was cold. So still has to heat up a little bit. Got that on high. I don't know why it's taking a minute to get going, but should start boiling up any minute now. So when it starts boiling up, we'll come back in and we'll go from there. So I'll see you on the flip. Okay, we back in. You see we got the roll and boil going on there. So what we're going to do is start adding in some ingredients. Add in our veggies. You're going to just go ahead and add everything in there. So like I said, when we're all done, just going to go ahead and add everything in there. It's all good. Right. Give it a little stir. Where's my utensils? Oh, there must be in the dishwasher. I'll just use this for now. Give it a little stir. Bang. All right. Add my corn. One can. Pardon the wobble on me. 2 cans. Like 2 cans sand, baby. All right. Okay. Got our tablespoon here. I'm not going to fill it up because we don't want a whole. Got old garlic. I hate when that happens. It's not that it's old, it's just that it's because it's next to the stove. Sometimes the humidity. Sorry about that. I'm just gonna. It's about a teaspoon. All right. So now we're gonna get my seasoning. Now, I'm going to start off with 1 tablespoon, and if I need more after, I can always add more. Now keep in mind, you always put half up front because you can't take away salt, but you can always add it. So you start with a smaller portion, and then if you need to add more, you can add more. All right. Give this a little stir. Get all that mixing in there good. All right. Now I'm going to add my turkey. Okay, I didn't put the whole bag in yet. I want to give it a little stir and eyeball it. So, because I'm starting to look at this and I still may need some. Add like 2 cups of water in there maybe. Because like I said, my wife likes it she likes it kind of loose. Go ahead. I only got that much, a little bit left. I'm just going to add some more. So I'll put that there. And I'll add some more. Get this water heated up. Add like 2 cups. Should do her. Yeah, that bad boy loosened up there. Alright, and now you're going to add, not the full bag, like half the bag of noodles. Now, they don't have to be covered because the moisture in the pot is going to cook them. I mean, but I want them covered because I want all the flavor to get up in the noodles. That's just me. But anybody else, you can just literally just pour them on top, put the cap on, and go. Let it ride. Maybe a little bit more water. Another cup. Yeah, I might have to add the rest of that salt in at the end because I'm watering down. Then again, like I said, that was a pure turkey stock there that I put in there. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let that simmer up a little bit. As soon as that heat up good, then I'm gonna on the saute function, then I'm gonna go ahead and turn the pressure on. So let that heat up right quick. Okay, we back in. We see that it's finally heated up. So what I'm gonna do is turn that off, and I'm just gonna set it on manual for 5 minutes, and then set that bad boy to go. Whoop, start it over. Let that go 5 minutes on high. Bong. Make sure I close this up. Gotta make sure you put it on pressure. There you go. Sometimes you gotta give it a little jiggle so it'll seal up. But now it's on seal. That you already know that pressure is high, so any minute now we're gonna start seeing the pressure build up there. That's the reason why I like to put it on the saute function ahead of time to really heat this bad boy up. Because then when you heat it up, you know, preheat it, then it doesn't take as long for it to build pressure and actually start cooking. Because like I said, this recipe only calls for 5 minutes. And once that pressure starts to build, shouldn't be too much longer now. Okay, finally it's starting to build pressure. All right, that bad boy, pressure starting to build up, and once it gets to around 10 or 11 psi, somewhere around there, that's when the timer is going to actually kick in. Looks like it's going to hang around 10.3. So I imagine the timer is actually going now. I'm just going to hold on until it drops down to 4 to let you really know the timer is going. Once again, for those who didn't know, we're using the Gowise USA 12 quart. I'll put the links to this up in the description if you are interested in this large cooker. And as you see, it did drop down to 4 minutes. So we are a go in 4 minutes. We're going to be good to go with some nice, delicious turkey noodle soup. All right. So see you on the flip when we all done. Okay. We're literally all done. And what I'm going to do, instead of waiting for the pressure to come down naturally, I'm going to go ahead and release the pressure. And y'all know how I release the pressure. I throw a rag over and then do it. So that way you don't scold myself and I don't ruin my cabinets. So you're going to let that come down and then come back in when we're all done. Okay, and now the pressure dropped to, you know, almost 3. And you don't hear it coming out forcefully. That's usually when I know that it's good for me to open the lid. But you know, that varies between different Instapots or electric pressure cookers, that what they actually called. So don't go by mine. Like I said, I've done this a couple times. You know, I've cooked with it several times, I should say, and I know. See how you don't hear any pressure coming out? So that's how I know that we're good. So I can actually open the lid now, even though that says 3.3. Really, with your pot, you should wait till it beeps to let you know that it's done. because most of them don't have a gauge to actually see what the pressure level is. So you should just wait till it beeps. That's how you know that your pressure is completely released. All right, so let's get in this pot, see what we're working with. Put that back on, switch that back on pressure. Just, all right. Let all that juice go back in there. Look at that. Look at that, baby. 5 minutes plus pressure release. It don't get no better than that. Look at that. Let's stir this bad boy around. Look at that. Oh, it just smells so good up in here. When that pressure was releasing, baby, oh, got this whole house smelling good. Look at that. Oh, let me get a little spoon real quick and get a little taste. See what we're working with here. I already know it's good. I know it's good already. Get a little noodle there, some little carrot. Ooh. Here, you want to taste it first? I know another YouTuber that does this. Let you taste it first. Shout out to him. You know who you are. You're watching this video. Go ahead, you taste. You good? All right, now I'm gonna taste it. I know it's piping hot. Got to blow it off a little bit. Oh, it is so good. You taste the broth. I don't need to add any more salt. Now, what I did differently in this one than for my chicken noodle soup recipe is that I added corn in it, and I didn't add celery. I went with just scallions. Now, if you like celery, you can put celery in there. It's optional. My wife don't really like celery that much. She asked me next time to not use celery. She used corn. That's why I did this one without the celery and with the corn. So me personally, I like it either way. So, you know, happy wife, happy life, right? So I think I'm gonna be making it like this from now on because this is good. I gotta give me another taste of this. This is good. Give me a little more turkey on here. You want another taste? Once again, shout out to dude. You know who you are. I can't think of your YouTuber. I think it's Cooking with Mike. I think that's the YouTube channel. You want to check him out. He puts up a lot of good videos, and he has a kitchen gadgets channel that on Facebook that you should check out. Maybe follow or subscribe to. But you done? All right, my turn. Well, I forgot to blow it out for you. Your mouth is probably burning right now. I know you hear my dog trolling in the background. You know, he smelled his good food and he wants some. That is so good. So, with that being said, this has been an impromptu recipe on, and when I say impromptu, I really mean impromptu because I literally just threw this together. I never made this before, couldn't find a recipe for a turkey soup anywhere, so I kind of just improvised. So, with that being said, I'm Nez. I'm up in the kitchen. Hey, bon appetito. Banging. Get that in your life.